spookier than a Halloween party without some fun cocktails? Well, thankfully, our next guest is serving up some frighteningly good drinks for this season.
Okay, so this is gonna be a lot of fun, everybody. Here with beverages inspired by some classic horror films is drink and hospitality expert Christina Vieira. Vera, welcome back. Okay, we want to get started, but give us the tips. So how do you guide people to create, this sort of themed cocktail idea if they want to try it?
Yeah, so I think people get really excited about doing cocktail parties. If you want to do a theme, you can do one of two things. It can be very literal. Some of these things that we're going to have today just take from food references. Food is always really easy to put into a cocktail. Sometimes you want to do visual cues, and then what we just always try to make sure is that we keep it safe. So you always want everything in every cocktail to still be edible.
Smart.
So we're gonna start with a cocktail you made that is inspired by the horror movie Get Out. So this is called the Fruit Loops and Milk. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so Get Out as a horror movie was like a psychological thriller, kind of similar to Stepford Wives, with a real theme about racism. And there's a scene where one of the characters is keeping the milk and the Fruit Loops separate. So I kind of I wanted to do a little bit of play on that. I actually put it together in this one, but that's what this is coming from.
So you infuse the milk with the Fruit Loops, and are you just soaking the cereal in this?
Yeah, so we have a base of gin. I take condensed milk. I soak Fruit Loops in it, blitz it, and then strain it out. There's a little bit of creme de cacao. There's also a little bit of Galliano. So it's more of like a dessert, almost like noggy drink.
That is fun.
So is it Galliano is like the banana? It's like a banana?
Vanilla.
Vanilla, so vanilla.
Vanilla, chocolate, condensed milk, Fruit Loops.
It's warming, it's sweet. I don't normally love a sweet drink, but this is very festive and
I gotta
delicious.
try that one.
Ooh, is it thick? Like super thick? Okay.
If you like nogs, it's in the same family.
Yeah, okay, I gotta try that one. All right, okay. Of course, Silence of the Lambs is one of the most iconic horror movies, and you've made me a beverage that sticks true to the movie. I'm a little bit nervous here. It's called a fava bean and nice Chianti cocktail. So walk us through how we make this one.
All right, so this is an example of doing a riff on a classic cocktail. So we're doing a riff on a New York sour, which is a bourbon sour with a red wine float. So that's where the Chianti would come in.
Gotcha.
So I have your whiskey poured here. So we have Traveler's whiskey,
So
which is
we're putting it in
actually,
here?
it's actually Chris Stapleton's whiskey. It's like really nice and warming.
Okay.
Then we're gonna put in our fava bean orgeat.
All of it?
All of it in.
What is an
Fava
orgeat?
bean. So orgeat, you can make it with nuts usually. I made it with beans. Usually you make a nut, milk out of it, sweeten it, and then I added some orange blossom water. So it's just a sweetener.
Okay, and what are we doing next?
Lemon juice.
Okay, lemon juice.
All right, egg whites.
Egg whites.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the egg whites will foam up and add texture. You're gonna close this. You're not gonna add ice yet, and you're gonna give it a really good hard dry shake.
Pray for me, guys. I'm not good at this.
Oh, so really hard.
Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm doing.
All right, now you can add your ice in,
Okay.
and then we're gonna give it another hard shake.
Okay.
Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Yeah.
Cocktail on it. Look at
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
This is the part gets tricky. Yeah.
I can help you too.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
was like,
Now it's science. There
all
we
right.
go. Yeah.
There we go.
All right, and then you're just gonna strain
Strain
it straight into this glass.
Okay.
Beautiful glass, by the way. Ooh, this adds to
Look
the.
at that drop. That looks beautiful. All right.
And a little bit more because you want to get that foam out.
Oh, you really want to get me drunk
Yeah.
today? Okay, get it all in there.
So you want the foam because we're gonna layer our red wine underneath it.
Okay. So then,
So then you're gonna take your red wine here, and then you're just gonna pour it along the edge.
more alcohol. Pour around the edge.
Yeah, so see how there it's layered? You're gonna try to do that right underneath.
Oh.
Perfect.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so can I try it?
Yeah, you can try it.
Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go.
Okay,
Here we
this
go.
looks really, really interesting.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. People get scared by the beans, but it's good.
You know what? The fava beans are actually working. Is there another way to like incorporate vegetables into a cocktail?
Yeah, so if you want to do orgeats, you can use milk, you can use different nuts, you can use any kind of bean, anything that's kind of starchy. I actually really like using adzuki or kidney beans in an orgeat too.
Okay.
Love that. Okay, Christina, for my drink, you have made a non-alcoholic beverage, and it is inspired by the Pan's Labyrinth character, the Pale Man. Oh my God, it's so creepy. Okay, what's in this drink?
So basically, this is like a fun bubble tea. So I have yours is a little bit easier to do. So we're gonna put some exploding peach boba into the bottom. You can just stuff the whole thing in.
Oh, love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
So fun.
Then we have some eyeball candy. So just remember, whenever you are doing a cocktail, you still want it to be edible. So don't use fake things. So just pour that in as well.
The whole thing?
Whole thing, yeah.
What?
Wow.
That's a lot of fake ice.
We're gonna add in our ice.
Okay, the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay,
And then
whole
we're gonna
thing.
top it up with some matcha tea.
This is the matcha
Yeah.
tea. Okay, we've got two glasses.
So we're gonna make yours a little bit
good.
non-elk. So that's
A little
actually
bit
good.
more?
A
Yeah.
little bit more,
Okay,
actually.
sure, yeah, let's do a
And then you
little
can
bit more.
add your non-elk gin. So we're using like a Cedars gin, just to add it in. So now you have this like nice layer. And you have the eyeballs, you have these
Is
like
it
nice
supposed to
exploding
be-
peach.
Can I turn your guy around?
Layers, like
while
I'm
you
gonna
do
hold
this?
her up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna hold it up.
So when you serve it, you want it layered, and then you can mix it all through. And you'll see the eyes pop
Okay,
on.
let's serve it layered.
Cool.
That's really, really, really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, if you did want to add booze to this, what would you recommend?
This one I'd probably just add vodka because there's so much flavor going on with like the peach, with the matcha. But you can really do anything, gin, whatever you like.
Oh my God, guts and eyeballs never tasted so good. That's really good. Really
Okay,
good.
Christina, you've made yourself a drink inspired by the horror classic Carrie. So it looks like it's a bloody good time. So what is the name of this drink? And talk about it.
Yeah, so I made a sangrita, which just means little blood. Usually you're gonna serve it alongside a nice premium tequila as a little sipper and a palate cleanser. So this has tomato, grapefruit, lemon, citrus, hot sauce, salt, and then you just have it alongside your tequila.
So you literally just blended that up and you just you're putting it alongside your tequila as a chaser?
Yeah, so you wanna have a really nice tequila,
Okay.
and then you wanna
Okay,
just
wait.
have this as a palate cleanser.
Are you shooting this or are you sipping
You're
this?
sipping it.
Oh,
Okay, you sip.
We're very responsible.
I used to chase tequila very differently. So it's a sip and then a sip. Oh.
And then a pause. Yeah.
And then a pause.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, listen, these are all fantastic. Christina, thank you so much for stopping by with these amazing drink ideas for Halloween.
Now that Halloween is over, many of us find ourselves facing this conundrum. What do we do with all that leftover candy?
Well, our next guest has the solution. Bake with it. Here to transform your sweet stash into delicious desserts is culinary expert Colin Asuncion. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back. So great to be here. Hi,
exciting.
everybody.
I am very excited, and we're going to get right down to brass tacks, starting with this chocolate trifle, which
Yes.
uses up all of those little chocolate bars that we get.
That's right.
So walk us through how this comes together.
Absolutely. So we have a big family-sized one right here in the middle, and this uses as many chocolate bars as you want. You can put anything in here. This has chocolate cake, chocolate whipped cream, and chopped up chocolate bars, which you're gonna make your
We're gonna
own
make
right
our
now,
own right
actually.
now.
So
Okay.
we have a big one here. We're gonna do individual ones.
Okay.
So we each have a sundae cup, and we're gonna start with a couple pieces of cake. So I made some chocolate cake for us to use today.
Can you
but
use box cake,
you could use,
anything?
yeah, you could use box cake. You could use brownies, anything store-bought, whatever you like.
Love it.
Okay.
And then you throw in some chopped mixed chocolate bars. And again, you can use any chocolate bar you want. It doesn't matter if you have any left over from trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
I personally don't because I
And then you
ate
can
them
just
all.
start eating it while you're making it.
Exactly. That's the joy of baking, you know?
just throw in a couple
Yeah,
of
just
scoops
throw in a
of
few
that?
there, and then we top that with whipped cream. And if you have room, you can do more layers, or you could just do one layer. It doesn't really matter. So just squeeze some chocolate whipped cream on top. Delicious.
God.
And then you
Love
can
this.
add more on top, anything you like, and then you finish it off
Can you
with
tell I
one
worked
mini
in an
chocolate
ice cream
bar.
like place?
Oh yeah! Oh, so good. You're
And
a
then what do I
pro.
do? Can I just
throw that right on top for a cute little garnish, and then
my
bon appetit.
gosh.
Enjoy.
Oh my gosh! How
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some other ways you can put mini chocolate bars to use?
Yeah, so they're so versatile. You can throw them in shortbread cookie dough, like one on each cookie. You can chop them up and put them in chocolate chip cookie dough, brownie batter, or even cheesecake. That would be so great with
okay.
chocolate
Love
bars.
it.
Yeah.
These are great. I love these ideas. Now, for our next dessert, you've taken those little chewy caramel squares and turned them into a drizzle?
Yes, that's
Tell
right.
us about this.
So I love these caramels. These are my favorite when I was a wee lad trick-or-treating. That was
They're
my favorite
divisive.
treat.
I love them too, but they're
That's
divisive.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if, let's say you don't like chewing on them, you can melt them down, take 2 cups of them, melt them down with 1/3 of a cup of milk. Make sure you take the plastic off first, of course.
Okay.
And then you have a caramel drizzle that you can put on ice cream,
out.
or you can put them in a caramel oat bar, which is what I made today.
I had my own plate, but I went from the bigger plate. Anyway, caramel oat bars sound delicious, and I feel like if you got the word oat in there, they might even be healthy. But tell us how you made these.
Absolutely. So you start with a dough, which is more like a crumble. You take oats, flour, sugar, and then you create a layer of that in a brownie pan. Pop that in the oven, take it out, and then you put chopped chocolate, chopped nuts, and the caramel drizzle.
It's so good.
And then more of the crumble on top, bake it up, and then you can top it however you like.
It is wonderful. I feel like it's almost the kind of bar that you could have for breakfast and not feel bad about it. Anyway,
100%,
moving on to stained glass cookies that you made with the colorful hard candies that,
Yes.
again, Did you melt these down?
I did melt those down, but first I crushed them. That's key to creating the stained glass effect. So you have a regular rollout cookie dough. You could do sugar cookies, you could do gingerbread, and then you create a hole with a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
And then you crush up some hard candy or lollipops, whatever you have.
Yeah.
And then you bake it with the crushed candy inside the well, and then it melts and creates this beautiful stained glass effect. Yeah.
These are stunning.
Talk about the different ways you can decorate these when we try it.
So you could do royal icing and like pipe a beautiful border around them. You could do like color spray, or you could do a little white chocolate drizzle, which is what I've done today. Or you can leave them plain because it's a self-decorating cookie because of that. Yeah, it's so beautiful, just in a minimalist way.
It's very classy.
Are there
Totally classy.
It's so classy. I actually like this better than the candy itself. So are there other ways you can use up leftover candy?
So after you've crushed some candy, you might have some left over after making these cookies. You could use that as a sprinkle on top of cake or cupcakes or on ice cream, or you could melt that down again and then drizzle popcorn with it. And then you have candied popcorn that's like really colorful and fun.
That's a great idea.
Great ideas, buddy. This is fantastic.
I'm full of them. That's why I'm here.
I'm very excited about the next one because it uses up peanut butter cups to make a chocolate ganache tart. So, first of all, this is a work of art.
Oh. Thank you.
Tell us about it while we try it.
Absolutely. So it's like a giant peanut butter cup tart. It's very rich. So we have a cookie crumb base, we have chocolate ganache, and chopped up peanut butter cups, and peanuts and toffee, lots of other things inside too. And it's very rich, it's very decadent, so you don't need a big slice to have a lot of impact.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
Now,
I'm glad you like it.
I love that you're using the peanut butter cups, but could you customize it in other ways?
Absolutely. You could use any chopped chocolate you like. You can even omit the chocolate bar and just do ganache. You could do different nuts, you could add toffee, and you could change the base. So I've done a dark cookie base, but you could do gingerbread cookies or graham cracker crumbs, whatever you like. Yeah, totally customizable.
You incredible.
Okay, so our final treat, you have turned bagged popcorn and candy corn into these cute little clusters. I am not a fan of the candy corn, I'll just put it out there, but I think you've come up with an interesting way to use it. How does this all come together?
Perfect. So I was just gonna say candy corn is another divisive treat. I find it kind of just generic sweet, which I'm fine with. But some people don't love it, and this is a great way to use it up. So the idea is similar to a crisped rice cereal bar in that there's like a gooey marshmallow glue holding everything together. And instead of rice cereal, it's holding together popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have popcorn, some peanuts, as well as the candy corn, playing on that sort of corn theme. Yeah, it's not too sweet.
This is really good. Does this change your mind about candy corn?
No, but I would use it like this. I would have it like this.
Okay, perfect.
Well, it's not candy corn isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I feel like this is a really versatile way to sneak it in.
Absolutely.
Could you play around with so many different mix-ins?
Yeah, so anything that doesn't melt, because the marshmallow mixture is hot when you pour it over.
Hot
so
tip.
you could do like jelly beans, you could do, what are those things, jujubes, or if you wanted to go with like a movie night theme, you could use chopped licorice, like those mini licorice pieces for like a movie night theme treat.
So fun.
Yeah.
I have never felt more professional in my life. I knew I had to say goodbye to you, and I didn't take a second bite. You're welcome, everyone. Colin, thank you so much for upcycling Halloween candy into these truly gorgeous desserts. You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
having
you so
me.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, for a recap of all of these recipes, head to our YouTube page after the show.
Welcome back to our Halloween special. Nothing is spookier than a sink full of dishes, but thankfully our next guest has been conjuring up some Cauldron cuisine.
Here with a frightfully fun feast of one-pot wonders is Chef Charlotte Langley. Welcome back to the show. First of all, welcome to the Social Witches Coven.
This is the hottest coven I've ever seen.
For those who might not know, who have you come as?
I'm Nancy from The Craft because,
Yes.
you know, the 90s, we're here, we're living it. It's live. Look at the pail.
I love
it
you
too.
love it. Love it.
Love it too. She's also She's also the spiciest of the four. So.
She
Definitely is. You're spicy.
Absolutely,
You're
absolutely.
spicy.
Okay, so let's dive into these
Exciting,
hearty
shiny.
Halloween meals. These are so inspiring. They look beautiful, and I imagine they taste beautiful too.
Absolutely.
The first one is a hearty witch's brew beef stew.
Absolutely.
Do tell.
This cauldron is smoky, it's spicy, it's rich, it's luscious, and watch out for the eyeballs sitting on the top. This is A little slow simmering. Watch, there's a little clove in there.
Okay.
A slow simmering pot that just sits in the back of your stove. Give it time. Let it do its thing. And I like to use like a little spice, a little clove, a little nutmeg. I made it rich and warming. Can you feel the love?
So good.
This is so delicious.
We're whipping up some spells already, ladies.
I'm making this. I'm like, literally, it's gorgeous.
Now you use dark ale.
Dark ale, yeah.
How come? What's the benefit of that? Like over wine or
vodka or whatever.
Yeah.
Dark ale is smoky and rich and unctuous and luscious. It brings that like smoky flavor to the dish as well. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Can I ask about the eyeball potatoes?
Yeah.
So good.
Thanks.
So the eyeball potatoes, it's a bit of an olive, but
It's
what
an
do you
olive.
got
I
sticking in
poked
there?
a clove in the middle, so don't swallow that part.
Yeah, I almost.
Oh, I love it though. Oh my
But
god.
it makes a little green olive and just scoop a little hole in the middle. I thought they were, well, I'm definitely not a really good food stylist. So
It's great.
I think you're excellent. I think you're excellent. Now let's move on to your spellbinding pumpkin curry. I'm very excited to try this one. But tell
All
us
right,
what's in
she
it.
is luscious. She is spicy. She is silky. And when you run that coconut milk through, this thing adds a little extra twist that's just gonna spellbind your guests.
This is beautiful.
This is the type
Yummy,
of
right?
dish
It's like a curry.
I want to make a big, literally
I made a
cauldron up,
lot of it.
and then freeze it, and then on a night where I don't want to cook,
Eat it in bed.
I could eat this every night. I
Absolutely.
truly do mean that.
It's-
This is
it's
so delicious.
Luscious, and the coconut, the pumpkins, they're just like, they add sweetness, they add unctuousness, they add a lot of great flavor. And this is like another set it and forget it back of your cauldron on your fire pit. See you later.
So settle this for once and for all. When
Yeah.
you're cooking with pumpkin, A, did you use the canned, or B, did you use the small? Because you can't use a regular carving pumpkin for this,
No, I cheated, guys.
Tell me.
I bought a bag of pumpkin from the grocery store frozen because not only am I the spiciest one of the batch, I'm also the most efficient.
Yeah.
So it's like saving time in some places. So I chopped the sweet potato, but I bought a bag of frozen pumpkin from the
Genius.
grocery store.
Beautiful. Hot
Genius.
tip.
We
hot
don't, you
tip,
know,
love
we
it.
work hard enough as it is.
Love it. Okay, so let's move on to this toxic green split pea soup. It sounds delicious, but it reminds me of The Exorcist a little bit, I gotta be honest. Okay, go for it.
This is smoky. This is a pork hock that's in soaking, and that green, eerie flavor sort of reminds me of, I don't know, maybe a little slime.
Yeah,
perhaps.
sure.
And that color came from a beautiful bit of kale or spinach. So you just let this simmer long time. It adds the smokiness from the pork hock, so it feels like you're sort of, casting a spell in the back of the woods. And then I just blend some of the base with some spinach or kale to give it that bright green
That's
color.
what's making it pop like that.
Absolutely. And you
This- you can
can add a
taste
green food coloring if you want to.
You can taste the smokiness,
Yes.
can't you? Are you having a hard time?
It matches the color of your skin almost.
It's so smoky and delicious.
I love that. The smoke is nice, and then just blitzing in a bit of the green at the end gives it that brightness and a bit of freshness at the end to bring it back
Loves
to the
it,
table.
loves it. Okay, so
loves
next
it.
up, I'm
Mesmerized.
mesmerized by what's next up, guys.
This
Truly.
has been
Bat
dusted.
wings.
These are bat wings.
Bat wings, yeah.
Carry on.
Dusted in powder from all my exes. There's a lot of them in there.
Okay.
This is covered. This is a sticky barbecue sauce. And I did do a little hint. It's a sticky, smoky barbecue sauce. You slowly warm up the cauldron, caramelize the chicken legs in the cauldron in batches, so you don't burn them or crowd.
Right,
because you want
right.
that caramelization. And then I just drown it in a sticky, sweet, smoky barbecue sauce. And this is a bit of food coloring, a little black food coloring.
Okay.
To give it that look.
Yeah.
But it's. I think it's pretty. It's doing the job.
Very
It's
effective.
very
It's
effective.
alarming, but it's lovely to taste. Like,
Yes.
it looks alarming,
But
but,
it-
you also like to serve it with bat droppings.
A little
I
guano.
understand.
A little guano.
What is the dropping? Yeah, tell us about that.
Ranch.
It's ranch dressing.
It could be any dressing that you like, but a few little
it's
bad
ranch.
droppings,
Yep.
that people
Why not?
like. Why not? It's
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know, I've never cooked chicken.
I want to see you
that
like do
onto
this,
it.
but
I
it
know.
definitely is going to get all over your face. So don't you put on your dress.
I'll do it after. Okay, so how do you get the perfect char on these? You
Low
you
and
do
slow.
it in a low and slow?
In a big cauldron. The thing is about cauldron cooking is that one, you can put a lot of pots on the stove, which is great. So
Those
you can
witches knew how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a witch with all the pots I had going the other day. Some delicious spells. This is low and slow caramelization.
So we
And
talking
don't feel-
medium, like medium heat?
I would say like a 4.
Okay.
If that makes any
Four.
sense.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
4.
yeah. I like that. I like
So
that.
you've got-
medium low.
You've got a couple of desserts that you've brought with us for you as well. It's when we can really sink our teeth into. Talk about the Vampire's Red Velvet Pudding Cake.
Red velvet pudding cake. So this baby is loaded with vanilla pudding, which has been folded in, and a little bit of whipped cream cheese on top. And this is like soft and gooey and easy to do. And also, I was inspired to make it look like a giant gash. So this is not really, it looks a little bit gnarly. Maybe should have been to the doctor, but I think this is a little
Is that supposed, is this supposed to be pus?
Yeah, it's pus.
So it's a
and then
pussy
blood, and then the pudding is supposed to look like the arteries, you know, like the tendons in your body.
It does, like, it
This
looks
is
like fattened
This is
arteries.
flesh. Like this is human.
That is so cool.
It tastes amazing and it is disgusting. And I understand you use boxed velvet cake. Is it no shame in
No
this?
shame. No shame. Box
Box
velvet cake, box puddings, 35 a little milk, and just whip it up, bake it, see you later. But don't forget, keep it covered when you're baking it. The steam is where the magic happens. So when you open and reveal, beautiful rich cake in your face. Otherwise, it'll flatten.
Okay.
Cake in a cauldron, people.
Cake in a cauldron.
We brought that here to you today. Now, we're ending with a bubbling cauldron lava dip. Tell us about this beautiful brownie creation.
This beautiful brownie creation is loaded with eyeballs and flavor and fun. This is gonna want you to keep going, dipping back for more. So underneath is a molten brownie base.
No way!
Yeah, and then you pour a fudge sauce on top, which is just chocolate and whipping cream. Pour it when it's still baked. It sucks in, so when you go into dip, you'll be dipping for days.
Oh, it's so good.
And I put in a cookie for you because you can dip cookies into it, or fruit.
You played with the presentation. How else would you play with the presentation?
Well, one way you could do is you could do like some little Twizzlers and like make them look like veins, like running through a piece of meat or what have you. I'm kind of going the meat theme here, right? But I like the little eyeballs too, just sort of give it a little
And those are
spookiness.
marshmallows,
Those
right?
are marshmallows with little dots of chocolate on top.
Beautiful.
And that's it.
Charlotte,
You.
You're wonderful. You're the best witch I know. Truly, that was
sweetie. Thank
hit it
you.
out of the park.
There's
You
lots
hit
of snacks.
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Our next guest has elevated traditional carnival snacks to Carnival snacks. Please join us in welcoming the creepy concession worker from our nightmares. Gavin Knox is here.
Happy Halloween.
Can I just say, I love how much you have embraced our twisted carnival theme. You look absolutely incredible.
Thing, just threw it on.
You just threw it together. Okay, let's get to these classic carnival snacks with a twist, clearly. I'm a little nervous to start with the first one because you're serving up Snap, Crackle, and Hop with creepy cricket donuts?
Yes, you heard right. And once you get past the initial kind of ick factor, they're really good, actually, crickets. So what you've got is similar to a Boston cream donut. So it's a yeasted donut filled with a pastry cream, but in the pastry cream, there is cricket powder.
In the pastry cream. Okay, so
In the
there's
middle.
not. Okay, sorry.
But-
Are we diving in?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, go on.
There is
Go
a
on.
cricket
I
on
hate
there is
after
cricket
cricket
on
powder.
top.
Oh God, I can't think. This is where I'm happy. I can't really
Just
see
go
very
for it.
well.
Just
We're gonna
go
do
for
it? We're gonna do it?
Okay, going in.
And the thing is, what a lot of people don't know is they're actually really, really good. They taste good, taste slightly sunflowery, a bit nutty, but then they're actually, you know, as a farm item, they're really good. They have less infrastructure involved in them. They, portion per portion, they're actually 3 times as much protein as beef.
Wow!
Twice as much iron as spinach.
No way!
They're gluten-free, keto-friendly, paleo-friendly. And you know, they're a lot better for the environment. They produce less gases, take up less land.
You got a little cricket on your mustache over there.
What?
It's lingering.
Wow. This is actually delicious, but what other ways do you like to use crickets?
As you do. So you can get them whole or you can get them in a powder. The powder I can use in basically making smoothies or mix it into pasta when you're making the pasta, mix it in with the flour. Whole crickets, you can use it in place of croutons. So sprinkle them on your salad.
yeah.
Or I've had them a couple times on
idea.
tacos. Sprinkle them on that. Nice little bit of crunch there.
All right, so we're gonna wash down these crickets with some rotten candy martinis. Get that, martinis. Jess, will you do the honor,
I
please?
certainly will.
So
Okay.
here you've got a cotton candy martini, as you said, and it's a cotton candy. And once you add in the alcohol, so a little bit of
do me
table side
next.
theater.
Oh, that looks.
So cool.
So what I use here is I've gone for red and black. It's Halloween, really, really good colors for the season. And it's a
Oh, wow.
black vodka that's actually produced
Cheers,
in
my
Ontario. if you don't drink vodka, you can just mix it in with a dark soda.
That's good.
Sugar hit.
Yeah.
This is so tasty.
Delicious. Can I lick the glass?
It's cocktail o'clock somewhere.
So it's just black vodka and
Black vodka, and I use a dark soda mixed in there.
and that's it.
And that's it.
That's
and
it.
your cotton candy.
What's
The
this?
cotton candy dissolves.
What's
Talk
on
to
the
me about
rim?
this rim.
So the rim is basically, it's a black sanding sugar. So literally just get some sugar, a few drops of black food coloring, mix it in a bag till it's all smushed up, and
Did
then
you finish yours?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a seal of approval.
The show's gonna get turned up.
Okay, so you've brought 2 different types of Carnival popcorn. So let's start with the bloody version that has grubs in it.
Yes.
Good
so
times.
these are dead easy, pardon the pun. And basically, the bloodied version it's a colored caramel. So you cook up some sugar and some butter and corn syrup till it boils and becomes a caramel. Dye it then red, and you have bloody popcorn.
So it's sweet. It's
delicious.
sweet on
It's
the
sweet.
popcorn.
It's a sweet popcorn on it.
Okay, and sorry, how did you make the slime?
So the slime is the green one there, and that again, it's butter and sugar mixed together. But this time, you're going to mix
That's
in
fun.
some marshmallows into it.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's a twist on the crispy
That's
rice
delicious.
treats that you get. And then for the grubs that are on some of the packets around,
Yeah.
basically little bits of marzipan,
These ones?
roll them out. Yeah.
They look like maggots.
Yeah. Keeping it theme.
How'd you make those?
So they're marzipan, and literally just break off little pieces, roll them into how long, how small, how big you want them.
And you eat
Put some
them?
ridges, you can eat them. As long
eat live,
as
eat
you're
it.
not allergic to almonds.
I'm not
No.
allergic to almonds.
Well, then
How's
you
it
can
taste?
knock yourself out.
It tastes grubby.
Grubby.
There you go.
Grubby
Oh my
delicious.
gosh.
Gavin, I am extremely excited about these skull calzones that you've made. I cannot wait to try it, but first tell me how you made them.
So these I love because they're the classic kitchen hack recipe. Literally get some store-bought pizza dough,
Yeah.
line one of the skull pans that you can get everywhere online these days. They're really, really popular and they're so easy to get.
Oh.
You line your pan.
Oh,
and
you're
you
eating
can,
yours already. Okay.
Jess isn't wasting any time. She's getting right in there. And you can fill them as you want. So these ones here, I've got some marinara, some mozzarella, some pepperoni.
Good, my friend.
It's so good.
We can work together again. Or you can do a sweet option where you fill it with like peanut butter or marshmallow spread, sprinkle in some candy so it goes all gooey, all Halloweeny.
Oh, I love it. Anything with red food coloring too. You could have
Yep,
something
you
that
can
kind of
spark it
drips out. Oh,
Once you have the
this is
dough
so
in the
good.
pan, you can pretty much fill it to whatever way you like. Put
That's
it in
great.
there, experiment
This is
with
a
it.
win. This is
Very
delicious.
cool.
So
Great
good.
idea.
Hey, don't eat all that over there. The last dish you're serving for us is actually intestines, of course. What are these made of?
What better way to finish the party than
That's
serving
right.
up some guts? So these are funnel cake intestines.
Oh, my goodness.
So mix together your funnel cake batter, add flour, eggs, sugar, some milk, and deep fry it. And if you fry it into the shape, like guts, like intestines, and finish it off then with some colored sugar glaze onto it. They're really, really good because it's a typical carnival food.
Yeah.
Walk around
Yeah,
munching
exactly.
on
Here's
it.
a funnel cake. What does it taste like, ladies?
It's good because it looks like ketchup,
Yeah.
And then as soon as you eat it, you're like, oh, it's
You
sweet.
get it.
It's like, it tastes exactly like a funnel cake. Is
Yeah.
there cinnamon also?
Yeah,
in
there's a
it?
hint of cinnamon. You can season it with some spices of some cinnamon, like I've done here. You can put in some nutmeg, maybe a little bit of clove, and you can really
It's
amp
so
it up that way.
nostalgic. It really takes
very-
you back to
I feel like we're
carnival
missing
feeling.
out on
Yeah, I feel like maybe you could just give us a little
No,
bit.
don't worry, I'm going, Jeff.
Holy smokes.
Going
bring
rogue.
back
Sorry, man. And again,
All right.
some fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Look like intestines.
Oh my
That's so cool. Oh my God.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
All right, so before we let you go, since you're Irish, I understand that there is a Halloween history tidbit that you have for us. Tell
Yes,
us all
there
about
is. Believe it or not, a lot of the traditions that we take on nowadays actually come from Irish immigrants. So one of those is trick-or-treating, and basically it was from the backlog of a story of going around and doing performances and getting little rewards for it, hence trick-or-treating. However, it got so bad that basically communities had to regulate it and form committees in order to do it. Another one is jack-o'-lanterns. They were originally put outside to ward off evil spirits.
that. No way.
So now we've taken it on board that they're like seasonal decorations they put on their doorsteps.
Yeah.
And keep away evil neighbors.
Yes.
Like the O in like Jack-o'-lanterns, like O'Brien.
Yeah, it's based on a story, an Irish story of Jack. Stingy Jack, actually, was his name, believe it or not. And he couldn't get into heaven and he couldn't get into hell. So he was meant to wander the earth and people put out the lanterns outside to ward him away.
Oh my God. No idea. Wonderful story.
Gavin, this was spooky and amazing. Thank you so much. Who knew guts would taste so good?
Educational as well.
Educational as well,
Yes.
every single time. Well, studio audience, our friends at Mars, they want you to have a happy Halloween and enjoy some spooky snacks as well. Listen up, they are sending you home with a prize pack worth $100. $100 prize pack.
Welcome back, everyone. Halloween is just a few days away, and if you're looking to add some scary, cool drinks to your weekend festivities, our next segment has you covered.
Here with cocktails inspired by spooky stories is drink and hospitality expert Christina Vera. Welcome to the show. Thanks for having me back. Okay, your first creepy cocktail, it was inspired by a Japanese folktale. Tell us the story behind it. Is it scary? Oh!
Yeah, so it's a bit scary. It's a little bit dark. So Lafcadio Hearn was originally Greek and Irish, moved to the States, then moved to Japan. And when he was there, married into a samurai family, and basically started documenting a lot of Japanese folktales. Many of them were really scary, and they were in this book called Of Ghosts and Goblins. This one is about this beautiful woman. Men would come from all over and try to marry her, but they would somehow get scared off. Eventually, this one man comes. He asks her to go for a walk at night. She takes him into the woods to a grave, digs up what looks like a corpse, and then starts eating it and says, if you eat this, you can marry me. He does. It turns out to just be a sugary treat, similar to like the treat that I brought for you guys today. She is excited because she's like, you're so brave. I finally found someone who will do what I need. And he is upset because he thought he found someone who would eat a corpse with him.
Oh!
So it's about a cautionary tale of not really being careful what you wish for. And
It's
this
about
is kind of a theme.
pranksters also. Like, people should never do pranks. Okay.
Yeah, don't prank on Halloween.
Okay, so this cocktail is inspired by this story. Is called Love Test. So tell us about the drink and how we make it.
All right, so we're gonna start off with our Nagori sake. It's an unfiltered sake, so just give it a little shake at first. You're gonna get all that the sediment at the bottom, which is all just from the rice. We're gonna pour 1.5 ounces into our shaker.
Okay.
So Nagori sake is a little bit creamier, almost has a little bit more of a sweeter mouthfeel.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so
Pretty
next,
bottles.
Yeah. And this is Snow Maiden by Tozai. They're pretty common to get at any kind of liquor store that has a sake section. Here we have a cherry and strawberry syrup that I just make from jams, really easy at home. And we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce into that. Because again, remember that when they did find the corpse, it looked like wine, so kind of bloody, but it was actually very sweet and dessert. I know.
You said that just as I was pouring. Okay, all right.
Okay. All right, we're gonna add in a little bit of this chocolate liqueur, so just 1/2 ounce.
Ooh.
We're using Bottega. Feel free to use like any kind of chocolate liqueur you have sitting around.
How much an ounce did you
Just
say?
a 1/2 ounce.
Okay, 1/2 ounce.
And then we're gonna kick it up a notch, and we're gonna add something a little stronger. So we're using shochu. Shochu is a Japanese distillate. It can be made from anything. Ours is made from sake leaves, so from the leftover of sake production.
And how much?
1/2 ounce as well.
All right.
1/2 ounce. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so you're gonna take your shaker, be careful. Put it so that it's flat on one side. That way it's not gonna explode all over you. And you're gonna shake for 10 seconds. So, slam it.
We're no Tom
There we
Cruise.
go. Yeah. It gets so cold and my hands are freezing. Okay.
That's actually like the perfect sign that it's ready, if it's almost too cold to touch. Okay, so we're going to take our strainer, put it on top, and strain it into this cute kind of like coupe flute you have in front of you.
I feel so like important when I'm mixing drinks. I don't know why. It's like I get on a power trip.
Do you strain it? Wait, what am I doing?
I'm straining it.
So this kind of strainer will actually take out a lot of those ice chips for you.
Okay.
It's like a heavy Hawthorne strainer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we are tasting the love.
Now you're tasting
the love test.
Love test.
Ooh, the love
Cheers.
test. Okay, do we pass the love test? Hang on.
All right.
Oh, it is sweet and delicious. It isn't scary at all.
No. I don't feel like love is doomed when I see this.
Can I eat a piece of this?
Yeah, so you have I brought different flavors of mochi, I believe. You have strawberry cream, and then you have chocolate, and then mochi is really delicious. It's also gluten-free.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Our next drink is called Monkey's Paw. So what's the story with Monkey's Paw?
Okay, so Monkey's Paw is from a pretty famous story by W.W. Jacobs. It's about a family, they were in debt, and they were gifted this monkey's paw that they're told will give them 3 wishes, but it comes with a warning. They still take the wish because they want to pay off their mortgage, and they end up getting those 200 pounds.
Yeah, okay, 200 pounds.
But they get it because it's compensation for their adult son dying in a tragic factory.
Wow.
So it's all about, like, not all that glitters is gold. So you have your gold dusted, but it's fake gold dust on top, and we have a bit of a bittersweet component to it too, but it's with beeswax and chamomile, washed Lot 40, Campari, we have honey and lemon.
Oh, I like this.
I like this.
Yeah.
It is it's got like a kind of like citrusy kick to it. Okay, so that story is terrible. Is there anything else that we? Never mind. We'll just move along.
And wait, you use beeswax?
Yeah, so I coat any kind of vessel. It could be a glass jar, it could be a plastic container with beeswax. Put the whiskey in there with some chamomile tea and let it slowly infuse for a couple of days.
But washed whiskey?
We use washed because it's not quite infused. It almost like more subtly like washes over it.
Okay. This is really fun, guys. I'm having a lot of fun here. Okay, so maybe one Halloween. Next up, you've got a warm drink called Haunted Mama. I feel like this is like, I'm currently in perimenopause. I'm a haunted mama. Tell us about this beverage and what inspired it.
Yeah, so this is something like, it's Halloween, it gets cold, so I thought we should have a hot drink. So this is a hot chocolate. It's made with Don Julio Reposado because it has a little bit of a creme brulee note to it, a little bit of mezcal to make it smoky. I add in cascabel chilies, epazote, which is a Mexican herb, so it's very rich and it's made with oat milk. There's a little bit of dust on top made from coconut sugar, and it's kind of inspired from all those spooky fireplace stories where they always talk about seeing footprints or a handprint in some sort of dust.
This could turn me into a hot mama, for sure. So you say this drink is easy to turn into a non-alcoholic cocktail, right? So what 0-proof spirits would you put into this to make it non-alcoholic?
I probably would use something like a seedlip spice. It has a lot of allspice and baking spice notes into it. But Lyre's now makes what is a replacement tequila. They're called the Reserva Agave Spirit, and that will work well too because we are using 2 agave spirits in the alcoholic version.
Great.
Okay,
so
we have one more drink left. It's inspired by the classic poison apple, found in many stories. We know the poison apple, right? So tell us about the cocktail you made.
Yeah, so this is basically a twist on that kind of 90s, 80s apple martini, but a little bit richer. So using apple Ciroc, and apple-infused vodka, as well as Spirit of York vodka, which is local to Toronto. But we're not gonna stop there. We use a bit of melon liqueur, which is what you're getting that like nice green flavor from. It also adds some levels of fruit flavor to it. Super sour, which is a way that mixologists like to add acid without using lime or lemon, because it makes it more shelf-stable too. And a little bit of vermouth. So it's much more in a martini style, but it still has that like aromatic kick of an apple martini.
This definitely tastes like a candy, like an apple sour
It tastes
apple
like a candy, but I feel like the color is really witchy.
And it does have a candy in it as well, because I put a little lollipop in
As
there
we
for
should.
you.
Okay, so what else can you make, or do you make with the Ciroc apple?
Ciroc apple, I mean, sometimes I like to play around with it with cocktails, even with whiskey, with rum. Just another way to add apple flavor without necessarily adding apple juice, especially for a stirred cocktail. So, I mean, I like to play around with all kinds of spirits, though.
Christina, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming.